Hi beautiful souls. Today I'm sharing a little light on sharing. Years ago I was at boarding school when I was quite young, and there was a girl in my dormitory who said, oh, we do this, I don't know what it was, I can't remember the name of it, but it wasn't obviously a Christmas day, but it was something in the calendar whereby you leave treats beside the chimney. And we just so happened to have a fireplace in our dorm, and we had tuck shop on Sunday, and so we had our, I don't know how much tuck we had, but not a lot. And at that time the only piece of tuck that I had left was one of those drumsticks, you know, those multicolored, like pale pink, yellow, something else, stripy sweets. And I thought, well, I can't share that with all of my dorm mates because there was 5 of us in this dorm. So I ate it. Well, the next morning we woke up, and beside the chimney there was all of these sweeties in little piles, and this girl was like, okay, well, look, there's something missing, a contribution missing from one of us. And so obviously it was me, and I learned a lesson very young about sharing, because I said, look, I didn't think I had enough to share because I only had this drumstick. And this girl said to me, well, okay, you might not have had a lot to share, but it's the sharing that counts. And if you don't have a lot to share, you share what you do have, because when you share, more comes back to you. So she said, what you would have done is you would have got that drumstick and you would have cut it into 4 and given one to each of your 4 roommates, because you don't need to give a piece to yourself because you're sharing. So I was like, oh wow. And that lesson has always stuck with me. For a while, actually, for many years, I was a bit ashamed of myself for being rather stingy, but I was only little. I wasn't old. I was 7, and so yeah, it never occurred to me to share my sweets like that, in that way. And this is what I want to share today, is that sometimes things don't appear straightforward in the way that we share. We may feel that to share our abundance, the excess of what we have, is how we share. But actually sharing is about sharing what we do have, not just about when we have surplus. And this is really where I want to shine some light. No matter what you have, you always have something to share. And as we unify, we share more and more and more, because we don't see me, my, mine. We see ours. And that's not to say that, you know, if you've inherited your great grandma's ring, that you're going to give it to whoever wants to borrow it or anything like that. You know, obviously we use our divine discernment, but it's about, you know, offering whatever it is that you can every single day to make a conscious effort. Oh dear tree, did you have a fall? Dear tree friend has had a fall. God bless you, God bless you. God bless you, my friend. God bless you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. All is well. That tree's going to be okay. That tree's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So, you may have anything, actually. You might have anything. You may have the ability to, oh, rabbits, hello bun buns. You may have the ability to give somebody a lift. Like recently, I've not had a car, waiting for my new car to arrive, and so I have been very fortunate to receiving lifts here and there by friends, family, and it's nice for me because I need transport, and it's nice for them to be able to give me something. It's something that they can actually feel that they're really contributing, but I can feel like I'm really receiving, and it's that feeling is just so lovely. Actually sharing with that much joy and appreciation is such a lovely thing, and when you give, you get so much more back from it. It's lovely to be able to, and this is something, another thing, it's like sometimes people offer you things and people refuse, but you're refusing that person the ability to be able to give you something lovely, even if it's just a biscuit or an orange or whatever it is. You know, when you receive, you're actually helping that energy of sharing and of giving expand, and it's all about the expansion and the love here. How we can love more, how can we be of service to the collective, and sharing is a way that we can actually lend to raising the vibrational frequency of all that is here on this earth plane. Sharing. I share with birds. I always take something for my crow when I go to the beach, and that feeling is beautiful. I give the crow something to eat, and the crow's really happy about it, and the crow thanks me, and I feel good because I've done something that is appreciated by another being. And I give in lots of different ways. I make donations to different charities. I share my energy. I share my time, linear time, by assisting people to do whatever it is they're doing. If I have my car, I can give lifts. There's all number of ways that I can share with others. And, you know, resources. You don't have to go ahead and just give somebody all your things. I'm not talking about that. But sharing, we must aim to be sharing every day. You know, just random acts of kindness, being kind, being loving, being giving, offering assistance, seeing where assistance is needed, like looking for it. Where can I help today? Where can I share today? How can I share today? And being conscious in the way you share, not oversharing, you know, in the sense that if somebody look like they might need advice, and you know what might help them. You know, for instance, they've cut their finger and maybe a plaster might be a good idea, that sort of thing, and suggesting it. Sometimes people really disempower others by oversharing in that stage. So, you know, don't go giving out unsolicited advice where it's really not wanted. You don't want to disempower anyone, but sharing in ways that uplifts and empowers others, then yes, by all means, we want as much of that as possible here on this beautiful planet, because it sends ripple effects out throughout the universe, the multiverses, and everybody benefits in glorious, joyful ways. Let's share, let's keep sharing the light. And you know, prayers, that's a share. You know, how many people say prayers for others? How many people sit down and consciously write a letter to somebody that they may not know? I mean, for instance, somebody let me put my car on their drive when I went to go and see some old stones, and there was nowhere to park out there in that rural location, and I wanted to see these stones, and she said, well, you just park on my drive. And I said, that's incredibly kind. So I looked up on Google Maps to find out her address, and I wrote a postcard, and just to say thank you, because she was sharing her space with me, and I wanted to share my appreciation back with her to say thank you. So when we do this, we keep that energy of sharing vibrant and exciting. And you never know, there's just so many possibilities when we all share. I love you all. Thank you for watching. My name is Zaza. Please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.